celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. On first down, here comes this offense. Quarterback checking the play. Looking for room. It's Judkins. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. And the Buckeyes in the hurry-up. These two first squared off in 1897, and this rivalry is almost like a history of the sport itself.
So much history, so much...
All kinds of room to the right. He's at the 30. The 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. And once he got loose, it was all over.
These offensive coordinators tell you, you must start fast and establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you ran the football, making the big explosive run, set the tone for this football.
And he did get that extra point through, no problem. Frozen turner beneath him. Now to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it away at the 25. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Back to throw, it's Orji. Finds the tight end. At the 35, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful a reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent, making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
Fires a ball. Now it's picked up. Not a lot of room on the return, but he already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
You don't see a lot of teams that are successful throwing the football in the snow. Obviously on that last one, got away from the quarterback, nowhere close to the intended receiver. The defense able to come in right out into.
Quarterback checking off. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Trying to beat the D deep. And he reels it in inside the 30. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
All right, offense cooking right now. That's a nice pass and catch. A big gainer. It now sets the offense up down the red zone.
Going to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. Second and 7. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on hot. You could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute show. I think you run that ball on somebody down knowing it's going to make third down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know third down, everything's on the table. Everything's available. High success rate.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the game. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. A first down run on the doorstep. Just letting these two bounce off the right. And he runs it into the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team. They look like it right now.
return inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Dropping back, it's Orji. Gonna let it fly. And the ball is picked off. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
It's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
On second down, he'll fire. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. There's so many great rivalries in college football, guys, but I think this one, because of the disdain and the excellence, sort of rises to the top.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there are great rivalries scattered.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. It's an inside, inside the 10. And the defense couldn't come out and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Ohio State.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Fires downfield. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
Well, his holding was right. That's that. I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one. And the defense comes away with the end.
Receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Using his legs, it's Judkins.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Howard. Coming after him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Buckeyes will punt it away on 4th down. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the
quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. You're going to be a great player. You got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Throws for the tight end. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I tell you what, I don't know if we're trying much more. Goodness gracious. You can tell he's ready for what he's seeing. Second interception. I would not throw near that guy. Were you able to try the other side of the field?
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Okay, ready? They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
Get set, get set.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Back to throw, it's Howard. The receiver looks it in, it's complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with them because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs.
Down, 55, weak.
Off the RPO, complete. They go up top and get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Pulls and fire complete. And the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It did, Mason. You've got to make great field position. You've got opportunities. You've got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the ground with the back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll do it for the 1st quarter. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break.
Here we go. Ready? Set. White Lady Brooklyn. White Lady Brooklyn.
Dropping back, it's Orji. Fires to the wideout. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
The snow's coming down. It's even thicker than rain. It just affects the football. You can't get as much juice on it. You could tell the QB couldn't get it to the wide receiver where he wanted to, and the defender made a beautiful play.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18.
It's always fun to watch offensive creativity in the red zone. Like, how are you going to get some space for your guy? They try the toss, get him out wide, maybe get him some space. The defense was ready. Nice job falling forward, getting at least a little bit on the ball.
Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's inside the 40. At the 20. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play. He does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. It looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turning on the Jets, making the big play.
Going for the return. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is...
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. Offense at an empty set. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to throw, it's Howard. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, he gets downfield with a big catch. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he finally stops. What an impact from that last explosive play. They were pinned down in their own territory. Now 1st and 10 from their own 45. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Quick handoff. Trying to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. He caught it. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short.
And that play is going to just ignite this offense. You got to take a shot. You want to be aggressive. What an individual effort here by the receiver hauling in that catch.
Touchdown, Ohio State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
At least that's 3 for the young man. This dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David,
dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's open.
He uncorks one deep. Makes the catch on the right side. Oh, look out, there he goes. Lowers those pads. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggone receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup night too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often in this one.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
They go to the ground. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Looking downfield, it's Howard. Getting some heat. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
You want to change some of this bad luck you've had so far around? Get after the quarterback and get his butt on the ground. Nice job by the defense. This game ain't over. It's still the first half. This is a good start.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there. Now it's 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And he breaks into the open. Give him 6. Touchdown, Michigan. When that receiver got 3, it was all over.
It's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short. He did the rest of the work.
He wants to throw it. Extending the play. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time he's got his man. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. The time-honored phrase for a quarterback is field general. This dude, in this environment, he's like a stadium commander. He's like an elevated rank above field general.
He's like an orchestrator. He knows how to set them off and bring it up and bring the excitement with the big plays and make it look easy time and time again. And that's why this offense is so impressive.
To the air, it's Howard. He rifles one deep down the middle. Fires it into traffic, and it's picked off. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Quarterback just flat and missed it. Incomplete. The colors of the day were maize and blue when Michigan won a close one last year.
It was Ohio State leaving the stadium feeling blue after that one, too. The way that Michigan enforced their will late in that game. They were the most physical team that they needed to be, and David, they're going to have to do that again to pull out this W.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if you're the coach of Ohio State and you want every game on your schedule that you lose to Michigan, it's an unsuccessful year. So he's heard about it all season, and these players have too, and they'll be ready for some revenge.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. And he throws another interception. Really nice play on the kick. Was looking for a little more yardage, but great field position at the 34. But this is just the type of field position this offense loves. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Going to try to get it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of it.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Delivers the stiff arm. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the first and goal. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards of win in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. And he takes it to the touchdown, Buckeye!
This offense is so good, and they can hurt you in so many different ways. And they can do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he tacks on the extra point. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second.
Yeah, I'm going to take it at halftime too, but I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. Back to pass, it's Orji. Pressure coming. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
He
some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Feeling some heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Great job by the defense, piling up some pressure on third down. Hit the quarterback and force the incompletion.
And the Wolverines send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First run of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Comes out throwing on first down. Dumps it to the back. Snagged in the middle. It's Henderson. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game. It's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
And they almost had another one. Rare is the occasion when you're happy to see 4th down, but it's better than doing another pick.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of the look that they got. They weren't successful, but now it's 4th and short. Who knows what?
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. The Wolverines get it past the sticks.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Now he's going to break the pocket. He throws back across his body,